again. Well, I just got back from another doggy walk, and this time I strapped on my Garmin Vivoactive HR for the walk, and I wanted to give another second impression from my first impression of the Garmin Vivoactive HR. What I noticed was, in fact, it is really an easy thing just to strap this on and go for a walk, as opposed to my 920 XT is easy to strap on, but in terms of getting your heart rate, like I'd have to put on the chest strap for my 920 XT, whereas this one is built in with the raised optical heart rate monitor in there. So what I found is it is really easy just to grab it, put it on, go for a walk. So that is really nice. The ease of use, I decided, was really good, and I think I am getting used to the raised bump of the optical heart rate monitor. I'm starting to get used to it a lot more as I use it more. For a walk, it didn't feel as bulky. In fact, I have my regular watch, and I just put this one on the other arm, and off I went. So for walks and stuff, it's really easy. I do like to keep track of my heart rate for training purposes. So I really need a heart rate monitor. Maybe not on an everyday walk, but I'm trying to keep track of my fitness. So it is important for me to keep track of my heart rate. The other thing I was thinking was the activity tracker. I talked about how just walking from car to home isn't much of a fitness, but I did regret not having my morning run on this because I used my 920 XT, because then it didn't add my steps. And it is very motivating to keep track of steps, I realized once again. So, second impression of my first impression is from not wearing it this morning to wearing it this afternoon again, I could, see the differences. Now, some other differences I didn't mention was the 920 XT has a wireless feature that you can set it to automatically download your workout right into your computer the minute you step into your house, step into your house at home. So it automatically downloads, whereas the Vivoactive HR, it's my understanding that you do have to put on the battery charger and plug it in through the USB port for it to download into my computer. I think I can put it on Bluetooth and connect it with my phone, and I think it'll automatically upload to my phone Garmin Connect, but I don't have my phone on Bluetooth all the time because it wears the battery out. So the only time I really keep it on Bluetooth is in my car, on long trips actually, to use my car speaker feature, but I don't usually keep my Bluetooth on. So it's too bad they didn't put wireless in this as well. The other thing I was thinking is the 920 XT is, I think, more of a training watch. Like, it has more capabilities for training purposes, like hardcore training. Like you can keep more data on the screen, up to four different pieces of information on one screen. I just think it's more of a training, intense kind of training device than this one. This one has different data screens, but I don't know if I'd use it as much for specific training, like interval trainings or speed trainings, or things where I'm trying to keep track of data. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but I think this is more of a training watch. And what was the other thing I was thinking? The touchscreen is really a nice feature. It does make it a lot easier to use overall, I think. Although I'm really used to the 920, but it does take a lot more buttons to switch screens, and you have to turn it on, turn it off, switch screens by buttons, lap, start and stop by buttons, whereas this is just start, stop, and lap, and the sport you choose, but you can switch screens with touch screen, so it does make it really easy to use. So I think I am going to keep both, because I think I'm going to use them for different purposes. I think this is going to be more of an everyday sort of keeping track of steps and heart rate, and not intense training. I think I'm going to keep this one for the intense training. I also forgot to mention the reason, a justification I had for buying another Garmin device was my Polar heart rate monitor that I've had for many years kind of bit the dust, and I needed a new one anyway for the gym. Because again, this one is like $499 without the strap, and then with the strap it's more, and then I also have a swimming strap and stuff. So altogether with straps and everything, it can go up to like $700. So I don't really want to ruin this in the gym. This one was, I think, like $249 plus tax in Washington State, made it $270 total. And again, it does have GPS in it and the heart rate, but $249, and this one's $499 for the base model. So it's a lot less expensive, and just a heart rate monitor with a strap, like a regular one I'd use for the gym, would be $150. So I figured if I'm going to spend $150, I might as well get something that I can get a lot of different uses out of, and that is better technology and has the, I really wanted the wrist-based heart rate monitor built in. So that's my second impression on my first impression. I hope that was helpful, because I don't think I gave the impression that I do really enjoy this in terms of the ease of use and even just the wearability. The other thing I wanted to mention is the Garmin Vivoactive HR does have the time of day screen on all the time, and you can access like your step screen and other apps, weather if I had it in Bluetooth, heart rate, a heart rate screen. There's the heart rate screen for like everyday use. And this screen is on all the time, whereas some of the Fitbits and stuff, you have to push it for it to light up. Whereas this is always, the face is always going to be on, which I like as a feature of Garmin technology, that you're always going to have it on. So I can wear them both as watches. I did look for a brightness adjustment on this. It is now on the brightest contrast, and it's not as bright setting as the 920 XT. So they could, even though it's a really crisp screen, they could brighten it up to make it more easy to read, as well as what I mentioned before. So that's my second impression. I hope that helped. And if you have any questions, leave them below. And I hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed this and it was helpful. Okay, bye.